I'd like to move forward, and everybody, there should be a copy of Mr. Al-Jifri's speech available. I'd like to move forward to Mr. Al-Jifri to ask him if he'd like to speak. As I said, he's a former speaker, beg your pardon, a former vice president of South Yemen, and a very influential member of the Southern Movement. So, Mr. Al-Jifri.
Thank you very much, James, and thank you for Michael for your good paper. I am glad to be in this country and in this house, and the European Parliament. Maybe before I go to my case, the reason why we came here, although because of some of the friends helped us to do so, but we feel that the spirit of freedom started in Europe in this time of our life. All whether the scientific revolution or the thoughts revolution, philosophy, call for freedom, it starts from Europe. So the soul of freedom is here. We need it in this time for our case and for other cases in the world where human beings suffers. Thank you for allowing us in this place to talk about our case. Thanks for all those who make some efforts to have us in this place. I will give a summary because my paper is with you. So I don't want to talk too much, so you will sleep, or myself will start sleeping if I talk much. So let us summarize different things, some of it now, urgent, which the humanitarian, which James talked about it, the humanitarian problem in my country, our people suffering from diseases, suffering from food, suffering from medicine, suffering from bullets, from artillery, from rockets, from bloodshed. Bloodshed in my country caused all this. It started with this, but then it came the whole kind of diseases and the whole problems in my country. We never went to attack other countries or other places. They came to our land by all their force, and they came to kill our people. Our movement started before that. It started actually after 1994 when they attacked our country as well. There was a unity between both countries. It built in bases, which false bases, that Yemen was united before in history, which never, ever, ever, ever. And we maybe welcomed the unity because of some reasons, other reasons. Because at that time we suffered, both countries suffered from the regimes in both countries. So everybody thought that the unity will replace those bad regimes with better regime, with better place to live in. Actually, it is worst, much worse. And the unity came, you can imagine, it's 1990. At that time, while the world is checking because of the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, you know what happened at that time? So we had Yemen. In the north, they have in the right side, and in the south, they have in the left side. So our friends running away from collapsing and from what happened to others in the Eastern Bloc run to unity. So it was in a hurry. You can imagine, I asked a friend today, if you rent a car, how many pages you will have on the contract for rent a car. He said at least 2 pages. I said we have unity of country in 2 pages. The whole agreement of unity in 2 pages. Can you imagine this? Anyhow, 1994, the differences between the people in the power was led to a war, a real war. Again, we were attacked to the south. We were defeated because they were more armed, more prepared for this attack. We started again. We tried to make reconciliation. We tried to make solutions. We tried all the time to put initiatives to try to live together. It is better to be together, even if you have never been united. You are living together now in the Union of Europe, with different nationality, different people, different languages, etc. Why not we try? We tried. Actually, we tried all means for the last 21 years. But unfortunately, we all failed. The problem now, our country, our people, movement peacefully, and we continue 9 years peacefully. More than 3,000 people killed in my country because they were in the demonstrations. They never take any weapons with them. Until the recent days where we have new attack. You can imagine the war of 1994, what was called by them. Unity or death. It means that we have to choose to continue in unity or to die. But this time, the new attack between Houthis and Ali Abdullah Saleh is more aggressive than that of 1994. More killing. You can imagine Aden, it was the best city in the peninsula. Now Aden destroyed, literally destroyed, plus other cities. But Aden was the jewel of the area. Our people being killed every day. They pump with tanks their houses on their heads. We have it in films, we have it in pictures, it's unbelievable. We think, we believe that no unity actually now. And nobody in the South will accept to continue in any kind of unity. We tried all kinds after all this killing and massacre. The wall of heritage is too strong, too high. We want to destroy it. We cannot destroy it except with one way: to have our independence, to have our state, South Arabian state, then to build bridge of love, bridge of exchange interest, because we have a lot of interest between us, between the South and Yemen, a lot of interest. And we as Southerns used to have a state, used to have rules, to have laws, to follow it. Our brothers, they are not used to this. Anyhow, we think that to have stability, to have security, to have development in our area, it will never ever happen, I promise you, without having our independence. But we know that there are a lot of difficulties in Yemen. Our brothers Yemenis will suffer as well from not being able to build a real state to run the country. We have to help, because still they are our brothers, they are our neighbors. We cannot see a next door and just keep quiet. I have to help to put the fire down. Otherwise, it will come to my house. So we believe that we have to continue good relations, or to rebuild good relations. Before unity, we had wonderful relations. My son married from Sana'a. My own son married from Sana'a. And others, a lot of others like this. So the human relations has to be rebuilt, and to have built an interest. We were occupied by Britain for 129 years. We fought Britain, whether politically or with weapons. Actually, to be honest, and for history, to be fair, we never faced from Britain for 129 years what we are facing now in a week. Really. We are honest people. We had differences with Britain when they are occupying us, but we don't have it now. But actually, we never seen them just killing people in the street like this, or destroying houses on the heads of the people. We never seen them taking the land or taking the properties of others. Britain, the British, they never did this. Okay, but we refuse to be occupied by anybody, even if he's nice. Occupation is occupation. We refuse it. But actually, we never face a day, I mean, during British time, like what we are facing now from our, which we cannot tolerate anymore. Our people cannot tolerate this. And we think that Britain has a moral duty towards my country. We know we do bypass if you have problems if you in your veins and so on. But they did bypass for our country without problems. We have resolution from the United Nations to have independence in our country and to have referendum and to have. That was 1963. The British made bypass and gave the power to our friends from other party, which led us to the, and they knew this, led us to the and to all the problems we have. That's why a moral support and help from our friends, the British people, is required, and of course, from the whole European Union, because as I said in the beginning, the soul of freedom is here in this area of the world. I don't want to continue talking about this case, but you have it in details, whether the law, international law opinion, or whether historical opinion, or what we want. We need to have our own state, to have it independence, to build good relations with our neighbors and with the world, to exchange interest, and to be in stability, security, development in our country. And we ask our friends in this union to help us by, we will suggest that you take a resolution, take a decision, whatever you call it, that you are with our rights to have our independence and to have and to decide our future, and it's our right, and we want you to help us on this way, whether through the United Nations or any other bodies. That's number one. We need, now we are occupied twice. We are fighting. There is resistance in our country. We never stop resistance, because they came to kill us. We never went to anybody to his area to kill him. Of course, the humanitarian situation is too bad. We need this help. We are, whether they said stop fire and then we'll give the humanitarian. That's not fair. We can do both. We can talk about both. But if you continue to talk about stopping fire and us dying, while we can send them food or medicine, that's not fair. So we can do this and continue to try not to stop fire for a certain period, to stop fire forever. We have to solve the problems which cause this humanitarian issue. Not to solve the humanitarian issue while the cause is there and will cause it again and again and again and worse. We need to treat both the humanitarian issue and what caused the humanitarian issue, which politics, which problems, which fights, which attacking our country. So it's not fair to tell me, don't defend yourself, let me give you food. If you don't stop defending, if you continue defending yourself, I won't give you food. That's not fair. I want the food, and I want to defend myself until you give me a solution, or help me for a solution for both. Again, we want to, our suggestions for the final solution is that we need badly, if we all cooperate to make an end to this war, that we have international and from the area power forces to the south, to secure the south, and to establish administration for the south, and to prepare the south within a year for referendum and to choose the kind of regime they want, how they take their independence, etc. That's what we need. Without this, we will continue fight. From now on, we will not surrender. Okay, we will allow, of course, the humanitarian because we need it. We need it, not them. And we need it for us and for them because they are human beings. They are our brothers. We need everybody to eat and to have medicine. But we need to have these forces to establish security after this war and to establish local administration to run the country administratively, and then within a year to have kind of referendum that the people to choose their future. I will tell you just say of one of the ladies in my country. A lady in my country tried to see what happened during the war. And she is called Dr. Sana Mubarak. I will read it to you. She said, to see I want to just to reflect the situation between us and our brothers in Yemen. That when we run away from our villages, we don't run to the north or that's secure there. She said they will never record a single case that anyone from the south run away from terror, from whatever happened, from fights, from killing, to the north. Although the north is closer and easier and more secured, they run to the south, to places maybe similar to the place that they run from. They run to Djibouti. Said this kind of remarks give us indication that our people fed up from continue to be under our brothers in the Yemen. She said that it's clear cut that our people cannot accept anymore any unity if they cannot accept to run away from fearness and from hunger. They prefer to die than to run away to the secured place in the north. So this means that our people in the south get fed up, get enough unity. If this is a unity, 1994 it was unity or death, and now death or death. No, we want our independence. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I talk too much, but I didn't talk about whatever in this paper, just little. I left for you. I hope that you read it, and I hope that what we demand that we get from you, I'm sure you will get it from Europe. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Jifri. Mr. Al-Jifri is president of the Free South Arabian League Party, part of the Southern Movement, and one of the prime aims is we heard about this moral duty, and I believe as a British subject, I believe I have a moral duty to do what I can to help bring you people together. So